Gotta look pretty for the camera. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new, my name is Montana and thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Today you guys have clicked on a fun video, kinda. So I'm going to be doing 10 questions that I have been asked, that some of them are personal, some of them are just things that I could give advice on, kind of. So I just picked 10 out of the ones I was asked. I did like one of those things on your Instagram where you can like, you know, ask me questions for this video. So I did it twice and I picked my favorite 10, or 10 that I think I should share, I guess. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. So let's just go ahead and jump right into this video. So we're just going to chill out and get into this video. So I have the 10 that I chose on my phone, so I'm just going to be reading them and answering them to the best of my abilities today. Well, the first question is, why is Tanner not on your channel a lot? Are you guys still together? This is a good question because Tanner has only been on my channel twice. He was in the Boyfriend Does My Makeup, and then he was at the beginning of my closet tour. So it's a really good question. He hasn't been on in a while. Tanner is super shy. Getting him to sit down and make a quality video is hard. Sorry if you're watching, Tanner, but he's just super shy, and I'm still kind of shy in front of the camera too whenever it's like other people around. So I totally understand him being shy. We tried to sit down and do like the boyfriend tag, like Q&A, which we still plan on doing, but it was just a hot mess. Bo would not cooperate. Tanner was nervous. We didn't know where to film it. So it was just kind of a stressful situation, and we decided we would just do it later when we both felt more comfortable doing it. So yes, we are still together, and he will be on my channel more hopefully this summer. We're trying to start doing, we're gonna try to vlog more, which will be interesting because I am not good at that yet, so we'll see how that goes. So yes, we're still together, and I hope he'll be on my channel more. Number 2 is a super personal one. It says, why do you not talk about your dad on your YouTube channel? This was a weird question for me to get off of Instagram, because if you follow me on Instagram, you probably already know that my dad has passed away, and I'm not gonna like get teared up or go into super depth, but he just had a lot of health issues with his heart, and he ended up passing away when I was in middle school. I was 14, and it just passed like the 5-year anniversary. It's been super hard on me and my brother and my mom because we were all super close. We were such a close family. He was my best friend. So I don't want to like cry on this video, but he's definitely in a really good place, and God is definitely taking care of him up there. So I know he's always watching, so I just don't talk about it a lot because I don't know, it's just like not something I like to bring up a ton because it makes me really sad. I mean, so it's just not something I talk about a ton unless people ask me about it. Like if you like, you know, ask me, I'm super open to talking about it because I'm not embarrassed or anything. He was an amazing person, and I would do anything to bring him back. So I mean, I'm not uncomfortable answering the question. I just don't really bring it up because then I get kind of sad. So number 3, and this one is kind of interesting too. It says, how does having a dog with Tanner work? This is a really good question because some of you know Tanner did go to Pitt State the 2nd semester last year. I convinced him to try out college, and so we got Bo in August of last year, and then when Tanner decided to go to school, we decided that we would ask his mom to watch Bo while we were gone, and we came home every single weekend, so it was really good for Bo. We were really sad being away from him. Now during the summer, what we do is Bo is kind of 50-50. He's with Tanner a lot during the day because Tanner can take him to work, as I talked about a little bit in one of my vlogs. But Tanner can take him to work, which is really good for him to be able to run around and play and have a good time. Other than that, Bo is kind of 50-50 at our houses, and I watch him some days, Tanner watches him some days. He has his own kennel at Tanner's mom's, Tanner's dad's, and then my house. So he has his own food, toys, all that at each house. So he has his own space. I think it really does suck for him that he does travel back and forth. But when Tanner's here so much, it's hard to keep him in one spot. So we're hoping that eventually when Tanner moves out into his own place, Bo will have just one home, which would really be nice, because we feel bad making him like, it's almost like Bo has divorced parents, like he has to go back and forth, and it really sucks for him, I'm sure. So he loves coming here though, because he loves his mom, so don't forget that. Number 4, is college hard for you? Or was, I guess is the real question. Was college hard for you? After just finishing my freshman year, I have to say college is not what you expect. It's nothing like high school, which I kind of thought it wasn't gonna be anything like high school, but I thought study-wise it was going to be very similar, and it was not. I had to learn how to study for college and do homework and talk to professors, because it's nothing like college. Like, half your professors don't even know your name, and especially going to a small school like Pitt. I think they do, but a lot of them don't unless you're in a smaller class, so that kind of sucks. I would say first semester was super easy. I got really good grades. School was really easy to me, and then second semester hits whenever you kind of have to start taking real classes. Like, you don't get all the blow-off classes, and that stuff's hard. So second semester was a little bit of a wake-up call for me, and yeah. Number 5 is, do you have tattoos? And the answer is yes. I'm going to make a whole nother video on my tattoos and piercings, because believe me, I've had a lot. Not of tattoos, really, more of piercings. So I'm going to be making a whole separate video of that, but I decided I would give you guys like just a little bit of a sneak peek and show you guys one of them, which I don't know, I gotta move my hair. I don't know how well you're gonna be able to see it. You see it? You see it? Oh my gosh, what's that? I don't know. Yeah, that is one of my tattoos. That was my very first one, and I'll just go ahead and talk about that one for a little bit. But if you watch my tattoo and piercings video that I'm going to be working on soon, you'll realize, you're going to hear the same story. I got it when I was 17. I begged for it for like 3 years. It is my dad's death date in Roman numerals. Number 6 is, why did you start YouTube? Anybody that has known me for like a very long time, like I mean like elementary school, you would know that I've always wanted to do this, and I think it is going to take a little bit for me to become like serious and like upload like on a schedule and all that, because like I'm just not at that point yet. Now I'm just doing it for fun and all that kind of thing, but I'm hoping during this school I can have a schedule. That's like my goal, is I want to have a schedule. I want to give you guys content, like Miss Remy Ashton says, content baby, content. If you guys don't know who that is, you need help. No, I'm just kidding. Go look her up. Miss Remy Ashton. From a very young age, I remember I have a video that I ruined when I was like 7 years old, and I took my dad's old camera. And on Christmas, I went into my room after I got all my gifts, and I filmed a Christmas, like what I got for Christmas, and I used to do that all the time. And then whenever I hit middle school, I was like, oh my god, I have to destroy those before anyone sees them. So I used to do that in my room all the time, and I really love YouTube. I really love watching it. I really love doing it. It's just a lot of work sometimes for me, but I'm really gonna work on that this next school year, so I hope I hold myself to that. So number 7 is, what is one thing you want to have success in? This is a really good question, because I could talk about this for like 2 hours, but I'm not going to, because you guys would click off and I'd be upset. So the one thing I want to have success in is my family. So Tanner and I have talked about this a little bit before, but we really have a lot of high standards. We want to both be very successful and, you know, basically prove a lot of people wrong. I want to make sure that I have a happy and healthy family. I really want to have my children happy and, you know, active, smart. I want them to live a really good, structured life. Number 8, was Pitt a good choice for you? Now this question is a yes and a no question. I don't really have either side. I will talk about both. Yes, because it was a small school. It was easy to learn how to get around, how to learn to do college. I mean, it's not like going to KU or MU where, you know, it's 30,000 people versus 5, 6. So I think it was a good aspect as a starter school and not a finishing school. No, because it is so small, and sometimes that makes the limiting of what you can do in the city and friends really small. Like basically at Pitt, if you're not a party girl or in a sorority, that's really it. So yeah, that's really all I have to say about that. Pitt's all right. I mean, it's a college, but I am not planning on staying there forever, so just probably next year. We'll see. Number 9 is, why haven't you been making YouTubes for a couple weeks? And I really didn't want to answer this question, not because anything bad, I just like kind of feel crappy that I haven't been doing what I'm supposed to be doing for YouTube. So I haven't been making videos because moving back from school was really stressful. Figuring out if I was going to get a job or not was really stressful, because I mean, I'm only home for like 2 months, so finding an apartment was really stressful. I'm getting things ready for my apartment. I'm finding roommates for my apartment, which I already have one, and hopefully I'll convince her to do a video one day. We'll see what she thinks. But the other 2, I have no idea who they are. They're like random, so it's just a really stressful time. Tanner's back to full-time working. I have a job. I have 6 jobs. I know that sounds crazy, but I do. So I gotta make that money, right? So I've been really busy, and it's not an excuse, but I'm gonna work on it. So hopefully by uploading this video I'll feel better. And number 10 is my last question for today, and it is, what is long distance like? And I feel like I'm not long enough distance to really speak for people that like don't see their significant others or like spouses for like months on end, because that's never happened to me. So I really don't know how to touch on that. But long distance for me for school was, when I went to school, I was fine. Like I was honestly fine, because I knew I could drive home any weekend. Tanner could drive up any weekend. I mean, Pitt's not that far from where I live. It's like 2.5 hours. So it's a weekend trip if you want it to be. And Tanner and I base our whole relationship off of trust, which is really good. So we know that, you know, neither of us are doing something we shouldn't. We really communicate really well. Like if I'm going to a party, I'll be like, hey, I'm going to a party tonight with these people, and I'll you know, call you when I get home. He's very trusting. He's like, okay, which that was only once this whole semester, this whole school year, because I only went to one party, like one real party. So yeah, he's super trusting. I'm super trusting in him. If you don't have trust in a relationship, you don't have anything. So that's really how we decided to do that. So all right, that is the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for coming to this channel and watching. I really appreciate it, and it makes me so happy knowing that I have anybody that supports me. So I'm really thankful for all of you watching. If you guys could go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below and the little bell next to it, so you guys can get notifications when I upload. Bye guys.